Let's revisit the Hall of Armor by Kit Bashan, a new Tony Stark. Why, hello folks, Dinobutu here. Thank you for joining me once again on a Kit Bashan video. We have here a third-party kit, IOU 3000. If there was ever more of a generic third-party build, it would definitely be from IOU 3000 Studios. Let's get this open. We are going to be Kit Bashan building a Tony Stark. More specifically, a Tony Stark based off of Avengers, the original 2012 film. You got the outfit there from Super Toys. I'm not sure what that is. And what's nice about this kit is that you get the outfit, you get the little container there of arc reactors. We'll look at that in a bit. And a body, and a Tony Stark body. A little bag of assorted hands and feet and all that jazz. And the body. Check this out. Look at that. Oh, this is cool. It's cool. Let's put this over here. Get this box out of the way. And first impression of the body, it doesn't feel cheap. This is a sturdy, solid. Look at that. Whoa. He just bore a hole right through his chest. It's a well-built 1/6 scale male body. It looks like it's a medium build. Very rigid, sturdy. It's not one of those earlier bodies where it would feel hollow inside and lightweight. No, this is pretty heavy. It's more of it's a durable, heavy plastic feel. Joints are very firm, secure. It's all there. It's pretty good. It's for a third-party body, this is pretty good. This can work for a Tony Stark body. Let's put this back over here. Let's look at the arc reactors. This is what got me more interested, is the arc reactor. The fact that with this little Kit Bashan kit, you get the ability to choose which Tony Stark you want to build. You can do an Iron Man from the first film, the Triangle from Iron Man 2, and then you have the Infinity War right there. Look at that. So if you wanted to build Tony Stark as he's about to morph into the Mark 50 suit, you can. But for this Kit Bashan, we are going to be using the old school arc reactor, and you have two power sources here, two LED power sources right there. So let's pop in the batteries on there. How are you gonna get this on there? So I guess you gotta jimmy it in there. Batteries that you're gonna be needing are the Energizer 379. You guys can use any type of battery. I tend to use Energizers because they tend to burn a little bit longer than the standard generic. And let's reinvestigate this hole here. So I'm guessing that this little circular doodad washer pops right there. That's what keeps it nice and secure. And it's kept in, oh, that's cool. So it's kept in with tension because it fits in perfectly. Very nice. And the back source there, which I did test out already. There you go, little button cell batteries on there. And okay, you definitely do want to push it in all the way. And at first I thought you needed to have that little button protruding, but then you don't really want it protruding outside of the t-shirt. That looks great. I mean, that's a well-built arc reactor on there. It's super bright, very nice. It does suck though, and I'll spoiler alert. As powerful as his beam is, when you build Tony with this outfit, and he's wearing two t-shirts, you don't see any light source at all. So building this version with a powered arc reactor, it's almost kind of pointless. The boots are standard issue, I think, and boots, I think they're from Iron Man 3. From Tony Stark the Mechanic. Black Sabbath t-shirt, undergarment, and then pants. Slip those on there. Pretty easy. And you really should put the boots in warm water. I don't. You definitely want to apply some excessive pressure on this because once you do, they do stick on. The thing with these boots, though, and I've encountered these type of boots before, is that Tony doesn't stand by himself. So The midsection right here, it's a little bit too athletic for Tony. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of plastic wrap right here, package in plastic wrap, and what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to wrap it around its waist. Tony, Robert Downey Jr. in 2012 did have a little bit of weight around his midsection. He's not fat, he's not a fat guy, but he did have a little bit of a gut, and he wasn't super athletic. So with the plastic wrap around him, slip it on the shirt, I can adjust him accordingly. He's not super built, he's not a muscle man, but I don't want to make him too overweight. And I do, and you really want to kind of play around with it because it kind of looks like he has like tumors on his chest. So a little bit of squeezing and puffing and adjusting, and then once you add the second layer of shirt, it's less noticeable. And he does have that little, you can kind of see. Again, it's a lot of fidgeting and kind of repositioning and so forth to kind of get that little bit of weight around his midsection. Again, not super duper athletic, but he does enjoy a good donut on occasion. Let's pick up the hands. I do want a grab hand and then a relaxed hand because I want him to hold a drink. This watch right here is a repurposed extra watch from Doc Brown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slip it and position it upside down so it looks like it would be the bracelet that he would command the Mark 7 as Loki is throwing him out the window. So that's what that bracelet is for. So yes, it's a watch, but I'm flipping it upside down. The head that we're going to be using is donated from the Mark 47 Spider-Man Homecoming, the Mark 47 suit. I have plenty of Tony Stark heads. I like this head. This is probably one of the better, good-looking heads. It looks like Robert Downey Jr. When it's all said and done and positioned on top of his noggin, it looks good. I go, okay, it's not the best, but it's doable. It's passable for a Tony Stark Avengers version. I would probably say on a scale from 1 to 10, I would probably give this maybe between a 7.5 and 8. It's almost there. It's almost there. In certain angles, I kind of feel the head maybe just slightly a little bit big for the body, but it's not a deal breaker. The arc reactor is on, as I was mentioning earlier, so you can't even see that it does glow underneath. But again, with the certain positioning and angles as he's holding a drink, and he's antagonizing Loki, it looks good. It's passable. A little bit of an older look, but it's doable. It's passable. Standing him to the Mark 7, the diecast version, the Mark 7 kind of towers over it, to be honest with you. It does tend to tower, but she's looking, but it still looks pretty good. I'm happy with this. I think I spent $100, maybe $89. It was under $100 for this Kit Bashing kit, so it's not too much, to the point where it's not too far-fetched for a third-party version. But I like it. I really do. Let me know what you guys think. Little Kit Bashing third-party, non-licensee, except for the head, because that is a Hot Toys head. Like, subscribe, leave your comments below, and appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.